Students, now we'll discuss the reflex action. How do you respond to the following events? There are a few events listed over here. Number one, when harsh light falls on our eyes. When your legs are pricked by thorns while you are walking. When you feel like coughing or sneezing. When any insect comes very near to your eyes. When your hands fall on sharp objects. And when a dog jumps on you. So these are the events that you may have faced very often. So in these cases, do you need to think before you are going to respond? You are walking and suddenly your leg fell on the thorn. You realize the thorns, you realize the presence of the thorns, and immediately what you do? You remove your legs from there. So in these events, you need to respond instantly. If you don't respond instantly in these events, you will end up hurting yourself. So you need to respond instantly in all these above cases in order to prevent any kind of injury. And in science, this immediate response action is called reflex action. So the action which is given immediately is without further thinking is called reflex action. When you are feeling like sneezing, do you think before that, should I sneeze or not? No, it happens automatically. So what is this? This is the reflex action. When you are blinking your eyes, you don't need to think before blinking of your eyes. You blink it. So this is also a reflex action. You are running and suddenly you see a car running towards you. What will you do? Coming towards you. What will you do? You will try to protect yourself by going off way. So what is this? All these actions are the reflex action. You are cutting vegetables and suddenly your fingers, they fall on the knife. What will you do? You immediately remove your hands from there. Why? To protect yourself from that hurt. If you think over it, should I remove my hand? What will happen? You will end up hurting yourself. So you need to respond immediately in these actions, and such actions are called reflex action. Now understand how reflex action is carried out. For that we need to know about the normal. We will at first discuss about the normal response action. How is the normal response action carried out? I have drawn a chart over here. You can see. Normally what happens? The sense organs send the messages to the spinal cord, which is further forwarded to the brain, and then the brain sends order to the sense organs through the spinal cord. Means the communication is going to the brain and it has to be conveyed to the brain through the spinal cord. The spinal cord cannot give you the order to respond. It is only the brain who will give you the order, because the brain is controlling all your parts, all your other systems of your body. In the normal action, response action, this process goes on. But in reflex action, what happens? In case of reflex action, the response needs to be made immediately. There is not much time for thinking process. So for these actions, the spinal cord does not forward the message to the brain. You can see, I have made the chart over here. Can you see the spinal cord is forwarding the messages from the sense organs to the brain? No, there is no communication between the spinal cord and the brain in reflex action. The spinal cord receives the messages from the brain, and the spinal cord only gives order to the sense organs, and then we respond to that event immediately. Because if the spinal cord will forward these messages to the brain, it will take time, and then you will end up hurting yourself. So for these actions, the spinal cord does not forward the message to the brain, but itself gives the order to respond. So we can say the reflex actions are controlled by the spinal cord. They are not controlled by the brain, but they are controlled by the spinal cord because of the lack of time. You need to respond instantly in these events. So I have also put up the diagram which is drawn in your book. Here you can see in the earlier diagram you saw that the messages were coming from the sense organs to the brain through the spinal cord. But here you can see there is no connection between the spinal cord and the brain. The spinal cord is getting the messages from the sense organ, and immediately it is sending back the orders to the sense organs to respond immediately. So this was all about the reflex action. Let's move to memory. When we are born, all the nerves that we need throughout our life, they are present. But many of these nerves are not connected at birth. So what happens? As we grow, we learn many things. When you were small, you learned the alphabet, you learned your Hindi alphabet, you learned tables, so many things. As you are growing, you are learning things, and in the past you may have come across a number of events taking place in your family, number of things going on in your life, but you still can bring back those things when you try to recall those things. So how is it possible? It is possible because of the memory. Because as we grow, what happens? We are learning things, and then the brain creates and stores new connections. You are learning a thing, and at that point of time only the brain creates a new connection and stores it in your memory. And when you grow up and when you need to recall those information again, the brain does it for you. The brain recalls those connections, and then you are able to say. So, like for example, when you were very small, you may have got hurt, but how come that you remember all those things that happened when you got hurt? Because when those things happened with you, the brain made a connection, made those new connections and stored inside your brain. So when you grew up and you are trying to recall those information, the brain immediately sends signals to those old connections, and then you are able to recall those things. You are grown up. You are studying every day. You are forming words. You are forming sentences. Do you need to learn every time the alphabets? No, you don't need to learn the alphabets all the time, because all these alphabets which you learned during your nursery or LKG, it is stored inside your brain, and so you don't need to learn every time. All these things are already stored, and with that help you are able to form words, you are able to form sentences. So all these things form our memory. So creating and storing new connections by the brain form our memory, and the brain recalls these connections whenever we try to recall from our memory, and this is the reason we are able to recall old things whenever we need. So this was all about the memory. I hope the spinal cord, nerves, reflex action and memory, all these topics are clear to you. Please go through the videos once again and clear your doubts. Thank you and have a nice day.